And there is the team coming onto the field. And ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are around the world, it's football time in Bellevue. Wheels in motion and toward left side. He's going to walk into the end zone. Ladies and gentlemen, give him 6. Touchdown, Eagles, T.J. Ward at 4:33 of the first quarter. The Eagles lead 6-0. Grigsby and Trulo this side. Frampton. I think Holt out to the other side. Curtis back to pass. Steps up to the pocket. He's going to run. Takes away 20, 25, breaks up, tackle 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Will he go? 35, 30, angles away. Will he punch it over? He is going to hand it off. And number 21, Bryson Holt. He's so unselfish. He thought he was going down. He handed it off.
He certainly did.
They had it down toward the red zone and really shot themselves in the foot. And National Christian trying to really get a little space here. Back to pass. Curtis rolls out, looking, oh my goodness, he's throwing it off one leg, all the way down the passes. Caught by Zane Frampton to the 18-yard line. Curtis off his back heel. It's down to 10 seconds.
Push.
Let's see if he gets it in. He breaks it outside. It didn't matter. He faked the push and broke off the left tackle. Give him 6. Here's the snap. He's going to throw. Back to pass, rolls to the right, now cuts back to the left. He could run it, fakes it, he'll step into the end zone, give him 6. Touchdown Curtis on an easy 7-yard run. Third and 7, up 28-7, Curtis to throw. Plenty of time. He's going to pull it down. Fakes one way, then the other. 15, 10, 5, 3, 1. Lowers his head. Pounds into the end zone for 6. Touchdown, Curtis.
Good evening, fans, and welcome to Keaton Field here at National Christian School, home of Eagles football. The regular season is behind us, and the state trials tonight as National Christian hosts Jackson Christian School in the second round of the Field House Kickoff Tournament. Both teams have played hard to reach this point, and are ready to give us a great postseason matchup as we get set for kickoff. Tonight's game is being played in accordance with the rules of the TLSAA. These rules provide for fair competition among players. Spectators can also help promote good sportsmanship by observing the rules of fair play. Each team is requested to take personal responsibility for keeping tonight's game at a high level of sportsmanship. And fans, good sportsmanship is one of the primary purposes of education athletics. Our student athletes recognize that judgment calls are made in good faith and must abide by the official's decisions. Spectators can support their high school interscholastic program by refraining from derogatory or demeaning remarks or cheers. Please enjoy tonight's game and continue to support your athletes in a confident and sportsmanlike manner.
From the campus of Nashville Christian School in beautiful Bellevue, Tennessee, this is the Nashville Christian Broadcast Network bringing you the quarterfinal football single-A playoff game between Nashville Christian Eagles and the visiting Jackson Christian Eagles from Keaton Field. And I'm here, this might be first I'm here with Coach John Pierce, my spotter and extraordinary commentator and coach. Nashville Christian's favored, but we don't play it on paper.
It's a great night. It's a beautiful night here. Temperature is perfect for football. It's how football should be played. But yeah, it's going to be a great night. I think Trinity Christian is going to be really fired up to play. I'm sorry.
They probably
Jackson
are. They're
Christian.
playing at another location. I bet they'll be fired up.
Oh, I thought we were talking about that game. We're talking about this game?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was talking about our game,
gotcha. No, Jackson Christian is going to be fired up to play and try to pull the upset tonight.
Jackson Christian comes into the game with a record of 9-2. They defeated Union City, and our only common opponent, they defeated Donaldson Christian 31-6. We defeated them 45-13, so somewhat comparable there. They then defeated Evangelical Christian, St. George's, Fayette Academy, Tipton Rosemark. They lost a tough one to Trinity, who Coach Pierce just alluded to. And that was a 31-28 game. Then Harding Academy, they defeated First Assembly Christian. They won. Then they lost to University School of Jackson, one of the tougher teams in the single-A bracket. And then in the first round, defeated Concord Christian last week. Nashville Christian has had quite a year, going 10-0, defeating Davidson Academy. And I just want you to hear these scores, 56-28. And then against Innsworth, and what almost everybody associated with Nashville Christian agrees, it was the greatest game ever played on this field. It's the greatest high school football game I've ever seen in person. And Nashville Christian defeated Innsworth, a AAA team, 42-41 in overtime, only leading on the last play. Then DCA, as we mentioned, 45-13. Clarksville Academy, 58-0. Mount Juliet, 71-6. And who is that?
Franklin Christian.
53-0. Tyner, 49-42. And another upset, and that was a great game here. Columbia Academy had a tough time with us. Ezel Harding. And then we defeated Friendship Christian 2 weeks ago in the last game to get the first round bye, winning 35-21. So the captains for both teams are on their respective sidelines getting ready to march toward the center of the field. And they are, for Nashville Christian, Jared Curtis, Bryson Holt, Pearson Smith, and Colt McClary. And so the Nashville Christian Eagles are massed back to your left as you're watching. And they're getting ready to pour onto the field through the banner in just a moment. So we've got the coin toss, we've got the prayer and national anthem coming up. We're 4 minutes away from kickoff. And Jackson Christian has traditionally had some good teams, and they're coming up here with every expectation to try to get to the semifinals next week. The winner of this game will face the winner of Middle Tennessee Christian School, and Trinity, who is fired up also
Yes.
today. Trinity's
we
fired
mentioned
up.
that. We have mentioned that point. Trinity and MTCS will be playing tonight in Trinity. Is that Chattanooga or Knoxville? I'm not sure where that is. It's somewhere east.
I thought Trinity was in Knoxville. I thought it was.
They're playing in East Tennessee tonight.
We've got quite a media presentation out, or representation out there at midfield for the coin toss. And, of course, Jared Curtis gets the attention each week as the Georgia commit. But he hadn't done it alone. He's been protected by a great line. He's got good running backs to hand off to, and our receivers have had glue hands this year.
Yeah, he's got quite the supporting staff. He's certainly a star, but there's lots of stars on this team. It's a great full team of great young men.
It's a beautiful night. There is virtually no wind. 61 degrees was just absolutely perfect. Our field is brown, but it is in great shape.
Yeah, I saw Coach Bogey been working on the field all week. It looks fantastic tonight. It is brown, but it's also mid-November.
And as the respective captains take their place on which side they will defend, Jackson Christian is going to receive to open up this contest. So they want to try to get something going immediately. The Eagles will be kicking. If you are traveling and having to listen to the game, we always try to call it more like a radio broadcast. And so Nashville Christian, the first quarter, will be moving right to left as you listen. And now our prayer, and then the national anthem will be sung by senior Kaylee Pruitt.
Let's pray. Our God and our Father, I thank you for each and every player on these two teams. Thank you for the gifts that you have given them. I pray that they would exercise those gifts tonight with great skill. Let them play with unbridled spirit, with proper sportsmanship, and let them absorb not only the week's game plan, but also the more enduring lessons football can teach them about preparation and teamwork. God, we ask that you would give them speed, smarts, and above all, safety. Keep each and every one of them from injury. We pray that they do not seek individual glory or accolades, but rather, Lord, we pray that they play for your glory and for the good of the team. Thank you, Lord, that they get to play this game tonight. Lord, tonight we pray for the coaches coaching, the players playing, the referees officiating, and even the fans cheering, that all would be pleasing in your sight, for we can do nothing without you, Lord. We pray all of this in the name of Jesus. We all say amen.
A stirring rendition of the anthem by senior cheerleader Kelly Pruitt. And now the full navy blue clad Eagles, and Kaylee's just walking by us. Great job, Kaylee. You want to interview? Okay. National Christian, all navy blue, trimmed in that Auburn orange and white. And I know Coach Pierce is an Alabama fan, loves those colors.
I'm not going to say gross because I love National Christian.
Exactly. I think you love Trinity Christian also.
They are playing tonight.
Yeah, they're playing tonight, and they're
playing.
excited. On the other end, here comes Jackson Christian onto the field, and the cheerleaders are holding up the banner. The players are prancing and dancing behind it, ready to come onto the field. The coaches, Coach Colin Wright, gets jacked up for every game. I tell you, he is.
He gets jacked up every day for school.
Every day.
Yeah.
Coach Jeff Brothers with a record at this school of 155-50, and in playoff action 32-13. So not bad numbers. And here they come, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are listening or watching around the world, it's football time in Bellevue.
The playoff fireworks are ignited. We're ready to go.
This is quite a July 4th presentation. And so we've got a capacity crowd once again with many people lined around the end zone. Save some of that for the
it's quite a
game,
performance. Yeah, I love it.
All right. So the Eagles, the officials are really trying to get the guys out there because it's 4 after. It was really signaling for them.
Our guys were mesmerized by the fireworks, I think.
And the referee's going, I got Golden Corral reservations at 9:30.
Those crab legs don't stay warm all night.
So ready to kick is senior Caleb Smallbone, who has a contingent in the down under of Australia. And y'all let us know if you're listening in there. And here's our kickoff for the quarterfinal state playoffs, and it's going to go out of bounds and will suffer a penalty. And they'll bring the ball out to the 35-yard line. So, Coach, cross-check this starting lineup. Make sure we've got, I see Jack Martin is in there, and he may be in at the nose spot.
Yeah.
Tackles will be Colin Romero and Matt Newberry. The defensive ends will be Colt McClary and Michael Hoskins. I think that's still correct. Linebackers, R.J. Perkins, Landon Travis. On the corners, Gibson, Dre Gibson, and is Chris White starting?
He is. It's good to have Chris back. He missed a couple weeks ago with a.
Here's the action to the left, and what a great play. Starting the action, National Christian not able to bring down Kingston Robinson till he carries to the 41-yard line, and Coach, right off the bat, they go student body left and take it to the 41-yard line to punch us in the mouth on the first play.
Yeah, that's an encouraging first start for Jackson Christian. I know that they're a run-oriented team. I'm sure they want to hold the ball as much as they possibly can, and that's a good first start, first play.
Robinson at the quarterback spot. I'm sorry, quarterback is Eli Smith. And here's a play off the right tackle. And that was carried by Jay Pirtle, I believe. We'll try to get all that set in a second. But, Coach, that's another good run of about 5, pushing the ball to the 36-yard line.
Yeah, I think that's their plan of attack is try to get 4 to 5 yards every possession or every play and have short third down and convert it.
It's 2nd and 5. Eli Smith will be at the quarterback spot. And, boy, they're taking a long time to get the play. And this may be their strategy, Coach, to cut this game down.
If they can get a 2-possession quarter is what they want.
Smith in the gun. And he's going to hand it off once again to Pirtle. And he's going to carry past the 35-yard line. They're going to give him forward progress to the 34. It will be third down and short. And so
good gang tackle there by several Eagles.
Matt Newberry leading the way. So we come up with a big third down and 3. Line of scrimmage to 34. If you just joined us, we've just began. So the Eagles trying to find a way to stop this Jackson Christian offense. They've got a big team, Coach.
They really do. That's some good-looking athletes out there.
This is 2 good football teams tonight. Smith by himself. Now, the fruit basket turnover. Everybody shifts the other way. And here we go. The left, looking, waiting, rolling. He's going to unload that ball down in the end zone. Did he catch it? He's going to be incomplete. And that was Robertson. And coverage that back there was, I believe, was that Jake Morse or Dre Gibson?
I think it was both of them were back there. Good coverage.
So that's going to bring up a 4th and 3. That was a great throw by the quarterback.
It was a good throw, and they took a shot early. I'm a little bit surprised at that shot. I thought they'd want to try to just milk the clock, but took a shot early.
The clock is stopped in the first quarter at 9:20. So Jackson Christian really taking their time. Of course, there's no need to take their time now with a dead ball.
Yeah, the clock's not running.
Yeah, I think they're just going to get into that pattern. So 4th down and 3, 4-down territory. Eli Smith, he's a 6-foot senior, and he's going to run off right tackle, cuts his way into the middle, past the 30, past the first down marker, down to the 29-yard line. 1st and 10 for Jackson Christian, and they've come right out of the gate, Coach.
Yeah, and that's what they want to do. They want to pick up every first down with 3 plays at the minimum and keep moving the ball down the field, running the clock. I expect them to try and use every play clock they can. There's 20 seconds left on the play clock now, and they still haven't come out of the huddle. They're just waiting for the play from the sideline.
Number 53, Javon Tidwell, has also joined that lineup. So on 1st and 10, Jackson Christian up the middle. Good running again. That's Pirtle, and he's going to carry down to the 25-yard line for a pickup of about 5. And, Coach, they have not had a negative play yet. And we've got a timeout for an injury, and it's a Jackson Christian player. And it looks like it's number 21, Jay Pirtle, and they can ill afford to lose him. It's going to be 2nd down and a long 5. The ball located on the 25-yard line. And they've got to get it inside, just inside the 20 for the first.
Yeah, Pirtle's a big, strong running back. He would be a significant loss based on the first series of plays here for Jackson Christian.
So Jackson Christian got some big athletes out there to try to match us. Colin Romero checking back into the contest. So we're alternating some of our defensive front here. Chris White back here on the corner after being involved in that accident, where we're fortunate he's still with us. Jake Morse in the secondary with Blair Artero. Hudson Smith has also checked into secondary. 2nd down and a long 5. Quarterback is going to keep it off right tackle. He's hit, pushes forward. He's not going to get a whole lot there. We're going to push him back. Romero in there on the stop along with Newberry.
Good job by our defensive line there, standing the quarterback up.
He got really about a yard to make it a 3rd down and actually 5. It was a long 5. Now it's 3rd down and 5. 7:25 left. So Jackson Christian staying a long time back in their huddle, all of them looking over to see what the play is going to be. So that ploy by Jackson Christian is, let's eat up some of this clock. Play clock down to 18 seconds. 3rd down and 5. Crowd alive down below us. Quarterback going to run right off left end. He's pushing behind blockers, and he's going to carry forward past the 20, and he gets the first down. And Jackson Christian continues to roll on this opening possession, which now has taken almost, over 5 minutes off the clock so far.
Yeah, good patient running there by the quarterback, just following his blockers and picking up the yardage that he needed.
Coach, they're going to actually mark him. They're saying he's short. No, are they going to move the – yeah, I was about to say they're taking a while to move the chains. And so the clock is wound, the 40-second play clock, and Jackson Christian has shown they're going to stay in there about 15 or 20 seconds before they come to the line. They've moved it to the 18 of Nashville Christian. So we find ourselves in a ball game here in the quarterfinals at Keaton Field. Jackson Christian, 3 wide out to the right side. Quarterback Smith is going to give to the running back. He's going to cut against the grain inside. He's got good running room, and that's Robertson again. And he's going to carry inside the 10-yard line on a nice jet sweep this way, then cut back up into the gut of the defense. And he's going to carry for 9 yards. Coach, once again, they've had really only one play that didn't net much other than the long bomb that was incomplete. 2nd down and 1.
Yeah, they've got a couple of different style running backs. The Carlos Robertson is very shifty and quick, and they've got some big, strong running backs. Jackson Christian mixing it up really well right here. They're sort of a spread offense with 3 or 4 wide receivers wide and trying to spread us out and gash us up the middle.
2nd down and 1. Quarterback Smith going to keep it, and we meet him at the line, but he's going to fall forward. He's a big guy, and he's going to fall forward for the first. Michael Hoskins hit him from the end spot, but not before he carries for another first down for the Eagles from Jackson Christian.
Good tackle by Michael there, but he didn't need many yards, and he picked up what he needed.
Coach, they have now eaten up 7 minutes of the first quarter.
Well, if Jackson Christian can put this ball in the end zone on this drive, it's a perfect start for them, and certainly will wake our guys up, hopefully.
And they're trying to hold us to 1 possession per quarter right now.
Yeah.
We're going to have to capitalize every time we get the pigskin. 1st down and goal at the 8. Smith back there by himself. They'll probably keep it. No, he's going to hand on a jet sweep to number 3. Robertson again. He carries into the end zone, ladies and gentlemen. And Jackson Christian has drawn first blood, and that brings their faithful to their feet. He scores at the 4:22 mark, and that was an 8-yard run. There's 2 Robertsons.
They must be, I don't know if they're brothers or twins, but that was Kingston.
So in for the conversion attempt will be Tucker Jones, a senior, and he'll kick toward the creek to give the Eagles from Jackson Christian a 7-point lead if it's true. Placement down. Sidewinds it up there, and it's good. And so, with 4:22 to go in the first quarter, and the Nashville Christian faithful kind of a little bit surprised at this quick start, and this Jackson Christian team, they did not come up here to drive back sad. They have really put together a great drive and knocked a lot of time off that clock.
And a very, very impressive first drive from Jackson Christian. Did exactly what they needed to do to compete in this game. Now we'll see if they can try to get a stop of our high-powered offense.
So the Eagles will huddle to get their receiving team set to receive the kickoff. So that drive, Coach, help me with my math. They starts at 12 minutes down to 4:22. So that's
7:38.
7:38. Quite a drive for Jackson Christian. They're kicking to Nashville Christian. They come out on the field. And Hudson Little will be teeing it up. And Nashville Christian is expecting a very short kick. we don't have anyone deeper than the 20-yard line, and they're going for an onside kick already, and it is fielded nicely on the hop.
Dre Gibson.
Dre Gibson. So we knew it was coming.
Yeah, that must be what they do. They must just onside
apparently
kick.
They onside kick all the time. The problem with that is we have the ball first down and only 54 to go for 6. So senior quarterback Jared Curtis brings his team to the line. He's got TJ Ward on his left hip. 3 wideouts to the right side. Drew Lowe right here with us. In motion, Bryson Holt this way. He gets a flare-out pass complete, 45, 50. Lowers his head and dives forward. They're going to spot him out of bounds at the 48, but a good pickup of about 6. And right off the bat, Holt came in motion this way, and Curtis hit him. And a nice little swing-out pass here to the left side toward us. 2nd down and 4, pickup of 6. Line of scrimmage, the 48-yard line of Jackson Christian. Curtis is going to hand to Ward up the middle, 45, 40, breaks outside 35, 30, 25, jumps over a man at the 20 and is pushed out of bounds inside the 20 at about the 18-yard line. And TJ turned the corner, coach, and when that happens, dangerous things happen.
That's a good sign. TJ's first touch of the ball, it goes for a long gain. Great sign for TJ.
So we are first down and 10 at the 19. Down 7-0. Here's TJ Ward going up the middle and nothing much there. I'll try to set that front line for you. I believe Matthew Newberry has moved into a spot tonight. Clay Klotz is the center over the ball. Is that correct? I'm looking for his number.
That is correct.
Yes. Guards Jack Martin and Javon Tidwell. Tackles Newberry, Matt Newberry, and Colin Romero. 2nd down and 7. Here's the ball to TJ Ward going left side, diving down toward the 10-yard line, but they're going to say he stepped out at about the 11. He's going to be close to that first down marker. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 3, and we're just at a tough angle here, ladies and gentlemen. It's hard to see exactly where the line of scrimmage is. They're going to spot it on the 12, making it 3rd and 3. Curtis with Ward on his left hip. Rigsby in motion to the right. He's back to pass. Looking, waiting. He puts it down and runs. Cuts at the 10, to the 5, to the 3. Diving down for first down yardage inside the 5. It'll be 1st and goal. As National Christian is trying to answer the first punch by Jackson Christian.
Good explosive run there by Jared. He had some ankle troubles earlier in the season, but that run looked like it was 100%.
Ball has pushed down to the 4. 1st and goal, 1:48 to go, clock running, first quarter. Curtis once again, TJ Ward on his left. And Curtis is going to roll to the right. Jump pass is incomplete. No, it's called for a touchdown. I thought they signaled incomplete.
I couldn't tell who caught the ball.
I think we had Drew Lowe there. We had Zane Crampton.
We had a couple of receivers kind of crossing each other, and I honestly couldn't tell who caught it.
And the officials were late in giving us the signal. Well, that ball was rocketed in there, and we apologize to whoever caught it. I was hoping to hear the PA announcer, and we'll try to get that for you in a second. Braden Griffin set to kick toward the school. Placement down, kick is up. It's a wobbler, and it gets through. And that's all that counts. And with 1:32 to go in the first quarter, both teams have eaten up the clock, and that official may get to Golden Corral earlier than he thought at this pace right here.
The difference is our drive was 2 minutes and 50 seconds. Theirs was, what did we say, 7:30-ish?
Yes, 7:38. They had better hang on to the ball as long as they can, because they're going to have a tough time stopping this National Christian offense. But we did not stop their offense either. So both Eagle teams took it right down the throat. It's 7-7, 132 in the first quarter on a beautiful 60-degree night in Bellevue, Tennessee.
It was a good opening drive for the Eagles as well. TJ Ward got involved. Jared Curtis had a nice run, capped off with a 4-yard TD pass to somebody. Not sure who, but
we're going to try to find out who that was.
One of those passes where Jared rolls right and throws left that scares coaches but are beautiful to watch.
And here's the kick. Ball's going to be fielded back at the 8. Taking the ball back to the middle, to the 15. He is hit but breaks away. Nice breakaway to the 20, to the 25, to the 30. That's Waylon Graham, and man, he got popped and did a 360 and kept right on running to the left side and gets good return yardage out to the 33-yard line.
Yeah, I didn't catch who made that hit, but it was a pop.
So Jackson Christian, of course, they'd love to eat up the rest of this quarter. And I don't think Nashville Christian's gone all year long with just one possession in the first quarter. Quarterback Smith, and he's going to carry off left side, and he's going to get nice first down yardage, and he'll get flagged for a mouth. And that's going to really anger his teammates as he could not stop jawing after he got the first.
Well, that was a bruising run.
And
big strong quarterback and a good runner.
And boy, that one of his teammates was right in his face going, what are you doing after that great run? So the first down will stay, but what was great pickup out near midfield now pushes the ball back to the 32-yard line, and why kids cannot shut their mouth today.
Yeah, they're just starting over. That play was useless.
So they're back to where they were. That can be a momentum killer. It's just part of this culture of football right now, and I'm too old to accept it and like it. So Smith, after the great run, gives to Pirtle. Pirtle off the left side, and he's going to be met by our interior there.
Yeah, they're really spreading us out with their alignment. Numerous receivers and trying to gash us up the middle.
I think Jack Martin hit him first. He picks up close to 3. Ball nosed out to the 35-yard line. The clock down to 45 seconds. Third possession of the game. Second for Jackson Christian. Nashville Christian took it down in, how much time did you say,
it
Coach?
Was 2:30, 2:20.
30 seconds left. They're eating up a lot of the play clock each time, which is a good strategy by Jackson Christian. Smith in the backfield by himself. And a pass out here to number 4 complete. And that's first down yardage for Carlos Robertson. And he gets a little quick swing pass out to the left. And he picks up first down yardage to make up for Smith's mouth a while ago.
Yeah, I think that's the kind of passing attack that Jackson Christian wants to have, the short passing routes instead of the long ones.
And, Coach, that's going to end the first quarter. And what a strange one for us in only having one possession. The crowd welcomes our team to the side. The Jackson Christian faithful over there supporting their guys who have had a tremendous drive and have got another one going here. And we'll be back in just a minute with the score at Keaton Field. Nashville Christian and Jackson Christian tied at 7 on this, the Nashville Christian Broadcast Network. Quickly back at Eagle Field, a shout out to Jake Foster who is watching. We're up over 300 viewers, and that is a whole lot for this early in the game. We'll don't know if the record of over 700 against Innsworth will ever be broken. And, of course, I received a lot of false promises from the administration that I would be able to drop my PE class, but it was all vain words. I'm still doing
Still
it.
could happen. It still could happen. It's not over.
I appreciate what the public tried to do for me. The ball is at the 44-yard line right here in front of us. Jackson Christian moving right to left if you're just having to listen to the game. Here's a jet sweep and a great run by Little as he breaks outside of the right to left. He's still going as he carries the ball down inside the 40-yard line. And, Coach, we're not showing at all that we're going to stop this attack.
No, we've had some slow starts defensively this year. But I'm sure our guys will settle in and figure out a way to make these guys put the ball in the air.
Big Kenny Harris has just checked into the contest. Otero, Gibson, Morris, and White in the secondary. Perkins at the linebacker spot with Landon Travis. Colt McCleary, Cullen Romero, Kenny Harris, Matt Newberry, and Michael Hoskins across that front defensive line. And first down and 10. Jackson Christian, the 37-yard line. Here's the give to the fullback. He's not going to get much. That's Jay Pirtle. And he's going to carry for a little bit of a loss.
R.J. Perkins, nice gap work there from the linebacker position. Kenny Harris makes a big difference, taking up a lot of space when he's in there.
So they say his forward progress got him almost just past the line of scrimmage. Second down and still really 10 to go. So the clock is really rolling and running here, Coach.
Yeah, and these guys are very, very patient. They won't come out of this huddle before 15, 17 seconds left on the play clock. They're taking it under 10 seconds every down.
It's 10:25 and ticking, and they come to the line to set down, and the play clock is now at 12. So they're doing this every time. Second and 10, defense needing a stop. Flare out pass here to the right. It is complete. Down the sideline is the receiver, and he's so far away, not sure
I can't see
who that is. Long ways off over there. He's going to get first down yardage for Jackson Christian. We couldn't quite catch the number because it's a long way off. My eyes are not what they used to be. The line of scrimmage is the 27. That's the important thing for Jackson Christian. And the Eagles back on their heels here a little bit. It's the Eagles from West Tennessee with a really great strategy against our undefeated Eagles. First down and 10 at the 27. Clock already down under 9:40. The ball actually went out of bounds there. So that did freeze the clock. There's a jet sweep. Almost caught in the backfield. Now he reverses his gate. Rose, he's going to be slung down after a pickup of about 4. And he was about to be grabbed in the backfield for a loss. And on his own, he's going to fight and get probably 2, making it second down and 8. Clock will be under 9 after this play. So, Coach, do a little math here if when this drive ends and see how much total clock they've eaten up.
Yeah, they've definitely dominated time of possession, which is what they want to do. Is they're going to be their game plan.
And they're using most of that 40-second clock. It's at 20 seconds now, and they're still in the huddle waiting. And now Smith will give his team direction. Clock down under 8:45. Second and 9. Smith going to keep it. Carried off left guard. Punches forward. Picks up a couple of yards possibly. Good clogging of the line up there. Led by Kenny Harris and Romero and Newberry in on the stop. Third down. Looks like third down and 7.
Big play here if we can somehow stuff them and give up very little or small yardage.
Ball at the 24. Crowd coming to life down below. Third down and 7. Big play for Jackson Christian to try to keep this drive alive. I would assume they are in 4-down territory, would not kick a field goal Crowd deafening down below. Massive shift to the left side. Looks like that's the direction they're going. Quarterback instead goes back to the right. Cuts off right tackle. He's going to push for first down yardage. That's Smith. An excellent misdirection. Fate taking it off the left end and came right back. Coach got on the corner and got the first down yardage at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, he's a good, smart runner. Doesn't look like he's the fastest, but certainly big, strong quarterback runner that is really doing a good job of using his blockers, staying behind his blockers, and picking up the yardage that he needs.
First down and 10. Ball on the 15. Jackson Christian with a strategy that so far is working in their favor, eating up the clock and staying in the ball game. Other teams have tried to do it, but the game was already over basically when they tried to do it. Jackson Christian at the 15-yard line, first down and 10. 7 minutes left in the first half. And here's the ball given off the right side. He's got plenty of running room. And he's going to be knocked out of bounds finally. That's Pirtle, and he's going to get inside the 5-yard line. And, Coach, they're getting to the ends and getting past the corners and getting the yardage.
Yeah, they have some good runners, and they're doing a really nice job blocking as well. He had a pretty good gap there off the right side.
Looks like the line of scrimmage is going to be about the 3-yard line, so the Eagles have not put up the resistance they're going to have to do to win this football game. Clock frozen at 6:47 of the second quarter. It's first down and goal at the 3. Now everyone bunched in tight in the box except for one receiver to the right. And they have a massive shift, and the officials are going to stop play. And what are they going to call? Offsides on National Christian. In the old days, they had to snap the ball.
Every one of them, even they all moved. You know, they all jumped up and they were shifting. I didn't know you could shift everybody. But maybe you can.
I don't think that's the problem, as long as only one person can be moving at the snap. But apparently the Eagles came into that neutral zone. In the old days, you could run around in the backfield and get back in time, and there was no call. First down and goal at the 1.5 yards. For Jackson Christian trying to retake the lead. Smith will read it. He will be stopped at the line of scrimmage. Good punch there by the Eagles.
Yeah, that was a good job. Good job standing up there by the line.
They stood him up. And a big defensive play by the interior of our line. So let's see what Eli Smith dials up here. The clock down to 6:20. And they will probably stay in the huddle till we get under 6 minutes. Clock at 6:14 and running. The play clock is just at 28. And does give a chance for the defense to catch their breath. But here they come to the line. Now they shift everybody to the right. We all shift over there also. Boy,
I just don't understand that.
Yeah, well, that was a lot of movement there. And that's a big, big penalty on Jackson Christian. That's huge. Illegal procedure.
I didn't know. That's the same movement they did last time. I don't understand how you can move. I didn't know you can move everybody. I guess you can.
You know, I've never seen that many people move at once.
No.
The ball back to the 7. It's second down and goal. That's a big penalty. Gives us a little defensive breathing room. Here they go. They're running into each other as they shift. We take our bunch and shift that way also. But they're going to bring it. They're going to run off the right tackle. He's going to go standing up into the end zone. That's Pirtle. And he will score at the 5:20 mark of the second quarter. And I'll ask Coach Pierce to try to add up the time of possession that Jackson Christian has done and made on these two possessions. Really incredible. So more than likely we're only going to get 2 possessions this half.
So that one would have been
Tucker Jones sidewinds it up there and it goes through. And they take the lead at 14-7. So, Coach, Anytime you can get your math skills.
That would have been an 8-minute and 10-second drive.
And the first one was
7:32.
They have eaten up an entire quarter, haven't they?
They have.
And
That's
more.
Over 15 minutes, 15:42 of possession for Jackson Christian.
Incredible time possession. 5:20 left, so the Eagles, if we take it in here, looks like they will only get 2 possessions in the first half, and that's just unbelievable to think about. So an incredible game plan by Jackson Christian, and they're good enough to do that. Other teams have just not been able to. So this is interesting strategy. They are going to onside again. We've got the Good Hands team up there. We don't have anybody deeper than the 25-yard line. And so they they don't hide it at all. Here comes the onside kick. And it is going to be bouncing and caught nicely by who got that? That was Mason Booker, is that right?
Yes.
Good job by Mason. Good hands. Coach, I don't really understand that because that's giving us a short field unless they're thinking we're going to drive it anyway.
You know, and based on how their field goal kicker is kicking field goals, he's booming it through. They could kick it deep easily.
Yeah. Easily, yeah. There's nobody back. Ball at the 48-yard line. Curtis going to give T.J. Ward. Hits the line, breaks away. Cuts to the 45-40. Diving past the 40 for the first down. A great run off left tackle. And then he got to the outside and was one step away. Carries down to the 38. And the Eagles driving. Crowd alive down below us as the navy blue clad Eagles come out with a big punch right there.
Yeah, TJ broke 3 or 4 tackles there on that run. Really good, strong run there by TJ Ward.
First down, 10 to the 38-yard line. Curtis by himself in the backfield. Back to throw. Looking. Rolling out to the right. Throwing across the middle. It is complete. It's a nice grab by Holt. Holt takes the ball inside the 20, inside the 15-yard line. And it's first down and 10 Eagles as Curtis throws a rope and gets the ball to the 13-yard line. First down. We quickly come to the line. We're going at a little different pace as Jackson Christian. Curtis back by himself, back to pass. Looking, waiting. He's going to stick it down and throw in 10. And he's going to get back to about the 12, and that's all. Maybe a pickup of 2. Block not a factor at all. Both teams have all 3 timeouts left.
Good job there by Jared, not forcing something that wasn't open. Decided to bring it down and run it. Gained a couple of yards. Good decision there for Jared.
This game is flying by. 3:57 left in the second quarter and running. T.J. Ward kind of in an I formation behind Curtis. He goes to him. Cuts one way, then the other, and they're going to gang tackle him as he gets down about the 9-yard line. Hitting him is Dyer first.
James Dyer, the linebacker for Jackson Christian, is having a really good game. He's disrupted several plays. Made a great play there.
Ball just inside the 10. It's going to be 3rd and 7. Let's see what Curtis dials up here. Clock at 3:23. If you just joined us, Jackson Christian leading 14-7. They've eaten up about half of the first half. Curtis back to pass. Rolling to the left. Now back to his right. Scrambling. Cutting. They're hemming him in. Fakes a throw. And he's going to have to step out of bounds. Nothing was there. And they did hem him in. And we've got a flag at the line of scrimmage. That usually means holding. This will be interesting. Will they accept this?
I don't know if they'll accept this or not.
It's a 4th and 7. And apparently they're going to go ahead and mark off. No, they're saying decline it over there on the sideline. They're declining it. The referees are having to tell the main line judge there, just lay it down at the 14.
Yeah, I think that's the right call. You don't want to give our offense the ball with another down.
4th down and 7. Actually, it's going to be 4th down and 11.
Big play here for the Eagles.
Here we go, ball at the 14-yard line. Eagles in an unusual position. Down 7 late in the second quarter. Curtis brings Holt in motion. Back to pass. Steps up, will he run? He throws the ball down into the end zone. It is in the hands and out of Drew Lowe. Kingston Robertson was covering, and Jackson Christian, they're faithful, going absolutely crazy after that defensive stop. And definitely Jackson Christian has some mo on their side. So let's see if the Eagles can get the ball back. 2:49 to go. And this game is played right into the hands of Jackson Christian thus far. They lead 14-7 with the ball in a control offense. We've had 2 possessions, one of them a touchdown. But it's stalled down here inside the 15-yard line. Jackson Christian, long way to go in this type of offense. Let's see what they do. 2:49 to go. Is that Smith keeping?
Yes.
Not going to get much. And 2:40 left and running. It's going to ball be placed just outside the 15, close to the 16. He's going to get about 2. Second down and 8. 2:29 and running. So Jackson Christian, surprisingly, still taking a lot of time.
Yeah, I think if you're Jackson Christian, you want to get to halftime with the score 14-7. You don't want to give the ball back to Nashville Christian.
I thought they would try to speed things up to take it down.
I'm assuming if we get a stop here, we're going to start using our timeouts.
Right.
Try to get
second down and 8. Smith. And we've got movement. And this possession has not started good.
Clock ran for 3 or 4 seconds there.
So I think, Coach Pierce, you may be right. If we get a stop here, we may be using our timeout. It's going to be second and 13. 1:54 on the clock. Should be about 1:57. And so Jackson Christian, I don't understand why the clock runs after a penalty on the offense. That's an archaic rule. And here's the fake. And the running back is going to be the quarterback, and he's going to get good yardage off right tackle. And we probably can't afford to call a timeout now, Coach, because it's
I think we will.
Well, did we just do it? Or did they? No, we did it.
Yeah, I think we want it. We want the ball back, and then, as you know, Coach, it doesn't take us long to score. If we can just get our hands on the ball, we can get a touchdown before halftime. And
Jackson Christian in this game is faced with a third down deep in their territory, so this is going to be a big play for them, and it's going to be third down and about 6. So Coach Brothers elects to go ahead and call that timeout. And again, the clock running after a penalty on the offense when it's an advantage.
Is that the right?
Yeah, it's correct. I've been griping about it for 40 years.
It doesn't make any sense.
And they won't change it. And I just don't have enough influence in the world of football to change it.
Which is surprising.
Oh, yeah, totally.
I'm
responsible for a couple rule changes in basketball. We'll discuss those during the basketball season. Third down and 6. Line of scrimmage, the 18. 1:38 on the clock. So big play here for Jackson Christian, because we're going to get the ball back with time and 2 timeouts if we stop them here. Smith got 4 wideouts. He's going to keep it, though, and he's not going to get much. We're going to pile him up there and call timeout. So not a productive possession for Jackson Christian.
There's great penetration there by Dre Gibson. That he didn't make the tackle, but he certainly affected the run and allowed his teammates to get to the running back.
So we've got 4th down and 6 as he barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And so we've got some incredible strategy between these 2 good coaches tonight. 4th down and 6. If you joined us late, Nashville Christian has only had the ball twice and scored on the first possession. This is Jackson Christian's 3rd possession, they are eating up clock, and that's been their strategy.
And I'm assuming they're going to punt here. We haven't seen a punt yet
Yeah.
in this game, but they're deep in their own territory, 4th and what is it, 7, 6?
It's unusual to not have a punt with a low score like this.
Yeah.
Of course, this is the lowest first half scoring output for Nashville Christian, maybe in Coach Brothers' career just about. Tucker Jones is in to punt. We're going to have time and maybe less than 50 yards to get that ball into the end zone and tie this thing up, and then we get the ball at the half. There's the snap, and he gets it away. It's a high one. Grigsby is going to have to let it bounce. Does he pick it up? Yes. Brings it back to the midfield. He's got a block at the 45. Now gets to the corner 40. Turns to the 35, 30. They're going to throw a flag, as they always do, it seems like. They're just
At least the flag was deep into the run, so it won't affect us a ton.
Coach Brothers normally contests those, and he's not this time, so apparently he saw it also.
I think Coach Brothers know that 1 minute and 13 seconds is an eternity for our offense. Plenty of time to get a score here before halftime.
And we should have one timeout left, and that penalty is going to move the ball near midfield. I think we're still going to be in Jackson Christian territory. Looks like about the 48. So we've got time to tie this up and get it back to start the third quarter. So big play here before this overflow crowd at Keaton Field. Ball at the 48. Curtis sends Ward in motion. He's back to pass. No, he's going to keep it. 45 breaks outside 40. Runs over a man and dives down to the 29-yard line and immediately gets up to keep the play going. The clock is stopped at 1:05. Curtis with a nice run.
I like the design run. That's a great play call there.
He was keeping it all the way. Clock running under a minute. Curtis makes sure everybody's set. Takes the snap. Back to pass. Little out pattern quickly to Drulo. Steps out of bounds nicely. Stops the clock and gets a nice pickup of close to maybe 6 or 7 yards. Let's see where they bring the ball in across the way. It's going to be about a pickup of 6.5. Line of scrimmage to 22.
Coach, the board says we have 2 timeouts, but we just have one.
We just have one. 52 seconds left, and the clock is frozen. We have one timeout left. 2nd down and 3. Curtis back to pass. He's got plenty of time. Now steps up in the pocket. That pass is deflected as he saw Crampton, but one of the Pauls got up and knocked it away. And at 47 seconds, Nashville Christian faced with a 3rd down and 3.
I don't know if you saw that, but Jared almost caught that ball. The ball got tipped. He ran, took off running, and almost made the catch.
That might have been a touchdown if he could have caught his own pass.
That would have been sweet Curtis to Curtis for a 20-yard touchdown.
22-yard line, 3rd down and 3. 47 seconds left, one timeout for Nashville Christian. Eagles trying to tie this thing up at the end of the half. He sidearms it to Drulo, catches inside the 20, steps out of bounds, and that should be enough for the 1st down, and is. So nice little usage of the sideline by Curtis as he sidearms that thing to Drulo, who immediately steps out of bounds, freezing the clock at 41 seconds, and the line of scrimmage to 17. So still plenty of time with one timeout in this kind of offense. We cannot afford a sack. So Curtis trying to tie this thing up near the end of the second half in the quarterfinals. This is loser go home. TJ Ward on the handoff, cuts in the middle. He breaks away and cuts down inside the 10-yard line nicely. 33 seconds left, and we're going to call a timeout. 33 seconds left. TJ's going to carry that ball. Coach, can you spot the line of scrimmage yet?
It's looking like about the 6 or 7. Really good run there by TJ. Great spin move. It gained him an extra 5 or 6 yards or just with the spin move.
Great call. I think Jackson Christian was probably anticipating another quick out pattern, and we go up the middle, and TJ spun down to the 7-yard line. It's 1st down and goal.
Which means we have 30 seconds left with 4 downs. Jared's going to be passing this ball, so plenty of time. We don't have to worry about timeouts. As long as we don't take a sack, we're fine.
We do have one timeout left in case we want to do one running play.
Did we call that timeout or they did? I think we called that one. I think we're out of timeouts.
Then that should be it. Yeah, you're right. That is it for us. The scoreboard is showing one, but I don't think that's correct.
Yeah, I don't either.
So the Eagles, with 33 seconds left in this half, will get the ball to open the second half. First down and goal at the 7. Incredible ball game here at Keaton Field in November. Quarterfinals, the state playoffs. Curtis going to take it straight up the middle to the 5, to the 3, to the 2, down to the 1. Is he in? Ladies and gentlemen, give him 6. Touchdown, Curtis. 7-yard run straight up the middle with 26 seconds left. And the Eagles cut it to 14-13 with a point after attempt coming up by Braden Griffin. Nice drive there by the Eagles.
So that was a 45-second drive.
Snapper Carson Upchurch, holder Zane Crampton. Braden Griffin kicking toward Charlotte Pike. This is to tie your game at the end of the first half. Snap, placement, kick, up, good. There's timeout on the field with the score. National Christian just tying the game up against Jackson Christian, 14-14 in the quarterfinals of the state playoffs. This is the National Christian Broadcast Network. Jackson Christian in a tie ball game with National Christian. And again, I'm a retired basketball coach, so I know nothing about the sport we're playing right now. I thought Jackson Christian on their last possession should have made a little more effort to try to get a first down, because if they don't, they're not going to stop us. At least they haven't shown that. They've had a great strategy, and we are in a tie ball game. But I guess coach just didn't want to risk a turnover that deep in their own territory and let this game swing back to Nashville Christian.
Yeah, and they're not a very explosive offense, as we've seen. They're more methodical, and I think they just couldn't get that drive going,
right,
and just sort of got stuck.
So we're ready for the kickoff. So it's been a low-scoring game. And so we're going to have an exciting second half in a do-or-die quarterfinal game. And if any of the Nashville Christian faithful thought that we would breeze to the semifinals, tune up your volume. We're in a tie game going into halftime here. Here's the kick. It's high. That was Griffin kicking that one. Fielded at the 15 to the 20, 25-30. 35-37-yard line, and that return is Waylon Graham, the freshman. Did a good job there, and Carson Upchurch made the tackle. So Jackson Christian has got good field position, but they've only got 20 seconds, and I don't look for them to try to do much here.
Coach, quick calculations, and I may be wrong, but this is what I have for time of possession for this first half. Jackson Christian has had the ball for 19 minutes and 45 seconds. We've had the ball for 5 minutes and 15 seconds.
Unbelievable. And you can add 20 seconds to that for Jackson Christian. They're going to take a snap and a knee, and we're going to go to the halftime in a low-scoring tie ball game in Bellevue with Jackson Christian and Nashville Christian in an epic battle on the brown turf at Keaton Field. We'll be back with an exciting second half in just a moment with the score. Nashville Christian 14, Jackson Christian 14. Back in a moment on the Nashville Christian Broadcast Network.
have your attention, please? There is a dark gray Toyota, license plate BLF2637. Your lights are on. Again, a dark gray Toyota with a license tag B as in boy, LF2637. You've left your lights on.
Back on the campus of Nashville Christian in growing and gracious Bellevue, Tennessee, Mike McPherson with Coach John Pierce bringing you quarterfinal TSSAA state football action quarterfinals as Nashville Christian and Jackson Christian are locked in a tussle classic at Keaton Field, tied at the half at 14. And Coach, give us a summary of the time possession and scoring.
Well, the total time of possession has been dominated by Jackson Christian. They have an 18-minute and 45-second to a 5-minute and 15-second advantage. They've held the ball for over 3 times as long as Nashville Christian. Absolutely dominated time possession. The scoring was started by Jackson Christian at the 4:22 mark of the first quarter. Robertson with an 8-yard run, followed quickly by Jared Curtis, a 4-yard TD pass to someone to tie the score 7-7. That was all the scoring. There was only 3 offensive possessions in the whole first quarter. We moved to the second quarter. Pirtle with a 7-yard TD rush for Jackson Christian at the 5:20 mark after an over 8-minute drive for Jackson Christian. Then they stopped Nashville Christian. And finally, Jared Curtis, with 26 seconds left, had a 7-yard touchdown run to tie the score at 14-14 in a battle where every possession matters for both teams. Possessions they're extremely important, which is the good news is that Nashville Christian gets the ball first in the second half.
So we have a chance to take the lead for the first time, and Jackson Christian also employs an interesting strategy of onside kicking every kickoff. And looks like they'll do it again, although this guy can knock it into the end zone. But this is just their strategy. And we're expecting it again. They're lined up for that. And here's the kick, and it's bouncing. And did Jackson Christian get it? They think they did. I don't know.
I don't think they got it.
I thought we got it.
Around.
Boy, that was loose and close. So the Eagles come up with it.
A really good onside kick. The ball bounced just like it should.
That was a perfectly executed onside kick, but we maintain possession and will ensue this drive at the 47. So Curtis with the chance to get his team into the end zone with the lead for the first time. Jackson Christian with a formidable offense, but we can drive the ball on this team.
We certainly can. They've had an excellent game plan that they've executed very well, showing a lot of discipline. It's important that we put this in the end zone to start the second half.
Curtis gives to Ward. He cuts up the middle, 50, 45, 40, cuts outside, 35, 30, down to the 25, breaks another tackle, the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. He's into the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, 53 yards, TJ Ward. The Eagles with their first lead. It didn't take long.
Exactly the kind of start that we needed in the second half.
The Eagles lead for the first time with a stirring 53-yard run by TJ Ward, going straight at the middle, breaking to the outside, breaking a couple of tackles, and then outrunning the corners down the sideline for 6. Carson Upchurch to snap, to hold Zane Crampton to kick. Braden Griffin kicking toward the creek. The snap, ball down, kick up. Kick is going to split them good. And Nashville Christian with the first lead of the game in the quarterfinals of the state playoff, 21-14. Boy, that was lightning hitting again. And so Jackson Christian will try to counter with the exact opposite strategy.
Coach, and that made our time of possession jump from 5:15 to 5:35.
And now we've got what looks like fog, but I think it's hamburger smoke.
I think it's fireworks smoke. The fireworks went off.
Is that the fireworks? They might want to wait to the end of the game on that because that is, it's covering the field right now. What a stirring run of 53 yards by TJ Ward.
An important touchdown there to take the lead for the first time. And now we'll see if Jackson Christian will start to press a little bit and change I don't think their strategy will necessarily change, but they may start pressing mentally a little bit.
Yeah, and they know they've got to get a stop in this game. But they did one earlier near the end of the second half. They did stop us when we got down inside their 20. So Caleb Smallbone with this kickoff. He approaches and line drives that thing. It's going to bounce at the 2 and go into the end zone. Nice kick.
Touchback. Well, we hadn't had many touchbacks. So he's got a powerful leg. He's super excited. He's fired up.
He hit that thing nicely.
And he should be.
And he and Braden Griffin grit each other at the sideline. Excellent kick by the Australian. 21-14, 11:39 on that clock as we hit it quickly. So let's see if Eli Smith can get his team cranking as they take over for the first time in the second half. Jackson Christian sitting down to scrimmage. And here's the ball given on a counter back to Kingston Robertson. He'll get a couple of yards running off right guard.
Colin Romero with a good tackle there.
Romero with the other lineman in there. Big Kenny Harris, Matthew Newberry, Colin Romero. The tackles, McClary and Hoskins. Linebackers, Perkins and Travis. Secondary, Gibson, Morris, Otero, and Chris White. Also, well, actually, Hudson Smith is in there for, not sure who he's in there for right now. We've got everybody bunched up tight, not expecting a long pass, but let's see. Quarterback's going to try to go off right tackle, and he's going to be smothered down there. Kenny Harris is in there, along with Michael Hoskins to stop him.
Really crashing in the ends there, really trying to attack from the outside. I think that's a good plan for our defense.
We got a 3rd and long coming up, so this is a major play for Jackson Christian. They have not shown they're going to be able to slow down this Nashville Christian attack. Coming out is Romero, and checking in is Jake Morris. So we're going to a 4-man front, expecting an aerial. 3rd down and 8. Jackson Christian, coach, they're still staying in that huddle a long time.
As they should. They got the right game plan. The problem is you get a little bit behind and things can change quickly.
Crowd alive down below is 3rd down and 8. Smith. And they jump.
It's tough to maintain that mental focus when you go down. If
Right.
you're ahead, you can continue that momentum, you can continue that pattern, but you go down and things can change mentally so fast.
And this game has changed the momentum, and it's now going to be 3rd down and 13. And, of course, Jackson Christian can seize that momentum back with a 1st down or 2. But right now, the Eagles have them back on their heels. The clock winding down. They're back in that long huddle again, down to 9:35 and ticking.
It's another offensive penalty and the clock runs. That makes no sense. You're right about that, Coach.
Yeah, it's when they started high school football back in the 1700s, they should have changed that rule by now. Eli Smith gives to the halfback. He's trying to get wide. He's not going to get anything. He's run down at the 10-yard line. Great pursuit by Hudson Smith and Michael Hoskins. He is thrown for a loss, and I'm not sure why Jackson Christian elected to stay on the ground.
That's it's hard to out-quick those two guys for us. Hoskins and Smith are super athletes and going to run you down almost every time.
I believe that they are 1 for 1 from the passing, I believe. 4th down and 19, and they're giving the ball right back to Nashville Christian. So, and Coach, if we put one in here, Jackson Christian does not have the catch-up capabilities right now that we've seen.
Yeah, two touchdown lead is pretty almost insurmountable
in this game. And here's the punt, and it's a high spiral back to the 45. It is fumbled by Gibson. Picks it up, stutter steps at the 45, sidesteps another guy, and is slung out of bounds. Or they're going to throw a flag, and they do, as he is slung out of bounds very illegally.
That flag was almost thrown into the stands. I don't know if you saw that, but it hit the.
I'm not sure
dugout.
why he had to throw it 30 yards in the air. But and now, Coach, we've got a penalty that's going to take it even further inside Jackson Christian territory. And as you said, this game may be starting mentally to wear on the Eagles from West Tennessee.
Landon Travis had to go retrieve the referee's flag from the stands. I don't know if you saw that.
Well, that's going to take that ball down to the 34-yard line, and you're giving Jared Curtis just 34 yards to get it in. So all the momentum has been seized by the Eagles in Bellevue. Jared Curtis with the crowd now. Ready to roar. Ward, 35. Cuts, slams down to the 30-yard line, leans past the 30. Will pick up about 4. Quickly to the line. The Eagles want to keep this thing going. Curtis
trying to snap
fumbles it. Back to pass. Looking, waiting. Throws it down into the end zone. It's just over Drulow's head.
They're trying to snap the ball before Jackson Christian had a chance to get off the field. And I think is there a flag over there?
No, but we ended up rushing that play.
Yeah.
The coaches were trying to get it going, and really we didn't need to, I don't think, because if he could have set his feet, he had Drulow on a crossing pattern for 6. Instead, it's 3rd and 6. Line of scrimmage, 30-yard line. 30 yards for a touchdown. Curtis gives to Ward up the middle, 30. Punches and drives to the 26-yard line. He's going to be short. It's going to be 4th down.
It's definitely 4-down territory anyways.
Definitely a big play for both teams, especially Jackson Christian. The line of scrimmage, the 26. They're going to make it 4th down and 2. Let's see what Coach Brothers sends in. 6:30 to go, clock running, 3rd quarter. The Eagles from Bellevue are winning by 7, 21-14. Let's see what Curtis does. 4th and 2. He fakes. He's got a quarterback keep to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. He will run into the end zone toward the 3. Touchdown, Eagles. Curtis, 26 yards, straight up the gut to give us a 2-score lead. And National Christian seizing the momentum away from a very good Jackson Christian team. But we have taken control after a tie game at the half, and we've put 2 scores on the board within 6 minutes.
That was a 1-minute and 16-second drive.
Got to keep it out of our hands. Griffin puts it through. Good God. And the score with 6:12 to go in the game. In the 3rd quarter of the game. Nashville Christian 28, Jackson Christian 14. We'll be back on this, the Nashville Christian Broadcast Network. Coach Pierce, update us on the other quarterfinal action of the team we would face if we hold on.
At halftime, it is Middle Tennessee Christian 0, Trinity Christian 35.
Here's the kick by Smallbone. Drives it again. It will be fielded at the 5. Back to the 10. Cutting to the outside 15, 20, 25, and he's going to be slung down at the 25-yard line by Hudson Smith after the run back. Not a bad run back by Carlos Robertson. So Eli Smith will bring his team to the line. and they're going to have to change strategy a little bit or they're going to run out of time. So Jackson Christian, who had a great game plan in that first half, but now they have fallen behind by 2 scores.
Yeah, and this really puts Jackson Christian in a tough spot because I don't think they're comfortable playing at a fast speed.
Not sure of that 3rd and long call to run, but this run is going to be a good one as they hand to Pirtle. And he's going to go off right tackle, and he's going to carry past the 30 to about the 32-yard line. He's going to pick up about 7 before he stopped, and that was a good run there. So let's see if they do pick up the pace out of the huddle. The play clock winding from 40 seconds to 35, and they're still –
yeah, I think –
well, they're still taking their time, Coach.
I think they probably should. I think this is probably the best strategy. You know, if they should go down and score a touchdown, then they need 1 stop, and they're back in the game.
Right. 2nd down and a long 3. And apparently that's exactly what they're trying to do. Ball on the 32. The Eagles raced up there with a 5-man front. The linebackers, everybody in tight. Quarterback's going to keep it off right tackle. He's going to push, and they're going to scrum him up close to the 35-yard line. It looks like it'll be short at the 34, bringing up 3rd down and 3.
Well, this is a really important play for Jackson Christian. You really need a 1st down here if you want to stay in this game. 3rd and 2. I'm sure it'll be some sort of run from Jackson Christian. They're certainly going to take their time. There's only 25 seconds left on the play clock at this time.
3rd down. They're actually going to make it a 3rd and 1, so a very doable 3rd. Ball at the 34. 4:19 and counting, 3rd quarter. Nashville Christian up 28-14. Big 3rd down play for the. They're going to fumble that football in the backfield. The Eagles are saying they've got it, and so are the Eagles saying that they've got it. And the Eagles from West Tennessee maintain possession, but Coach, that's a 4th down. Let's see if they elect 4-down territory here.
It's actually a devastating play for Jackson Christian. Some sort of miscommunication. The man in motion went right when the ball was snapped, and quarterback missed it.
Coach, it's 4th down and 4, and I think they're going to go for it, figuring that we're going to probably score anyway. So
this is pretty much the game right here.
This could be a do or die play for the West Tennessee Eagles. They come to the line, the crowd down below, trying to encourage the navy blue clad Eagles. Everybody up tight. Wide receivers to each side. Quarterback is going to give on a sweep. He's not going to get anything. He is stopped on 4th down. Nothing there. Hudson Smith with a stop at the 30-yard line. It wasn't even close.
Hudson Smith with 2 back-to-back fantastic plays on 3rd and 4th down the last 2 possessions.
Apparently Jackson Christian has no faith in their passing game whatsoever. You got to throw a pass or 2 a game, and they're 1 for 1.
And I think really good adjustment by our defense from the first half to the second half. Certainly the ends containing much better.
Right.
There's nothing open on the outside.
31-yard line is the line of scrimmage, and the Eagles can just about put this one away if they put it in here. And Coach Brothers is discussing with the officials something quite vehemently. I don't know what it is. Coach Brothers knows the rules better than the officials. He is really
He's upset about maybe the
upset
spot.
Something.
The spot of
the official is coming right back at him with whatever the explanation is and whatever the controversy is. I have no idea. But the referee was right back at him. But the line of scrimmage, nonetheless, will be the 31. 3:11 to go. Coach Brothers, I think he called a timeout to talk to the officials.
He did. He's still talking to him. It looks.
It's something about they're pointing at the knees.
Maybe some sort of block or.
Not sure what he is debating. But he did burn a timeout there. But the ball at the 31, and Nashville Christian can just about put the nail in this one with a score here. 3:11 to go. We've got 5 men spread out all over the place. Let's see what Curtis does. He's back to pass. Looking, waiting, throwing into the end zone. That pass is going to be complete to Drulow. He'll walk in, give him 6. Touchdown, Curtis to Drulow. 31 yards, straight over the middle. Touchdown, Eagles. 3:03 of the third quarter. And that may have shut the door. 34-14 with the point after. And Jackson Christian is stunned right now. They were so excited in that second quarter, and they played a great first half, but it's been seized from them. And the point after by Griffin is going to split them good. And your score at 3:03 of the third quarter, Nashville Christian up 35-14. Back in a moment. Back at Keaton Field in the beautiful city of Bellevue, one of the top vacation spots in the South. You can see some good football here. Nashville Christian up 35-14 in a game that was tied at the half and really controlled by Jackson Christian. We have stolen that from them. Here's the kick. Smallbone nails it. Back, bounces at the three. And goes into the end zone.
Another one.
And the crowd showing its appreciation for Smallbone, and he comes off. He's jacked up again. And Coach Brothers is there to meet him with Coach Colin Wright and Jared Curtis. They are letting him know they appreciate that leg and foot knocking it toward the creek.
Coach, our last offensive possession was 8 seconds long. That brings our grand total of time of possession in this half to 1 minute and 44 seconds, and we have 21 points.
Unbelievable. 35-14, Jackson Christian. Quarterback's going to run. He's going to get good yardage off left tackle, pushing the ball to the 27, and a late flag coming in. Let's see what that call is going to be. Romero was in there first, and I think they're walking. No, they're going to call a face mask on Jackson Christian, negating the nice run by Smith. Boy, this entire tone of this stadium has changed. The Jackson Christian bench and fans were going out of their minds in the second quarter, and with good reason. Their team was playing outstanding. They were controlling the game and the clock, but it has been shifted to the navy blue and dominated in the third quarter. 35-14 now of Nashville Christian has put up 3 touchdowns in the third alone. That's what we're used to doing. And here's the running back going off tackle. Nothing there for Pirtle. And that defensive line just masses up and pushes him down to the ground for little or no gain. And Kenny Harris in on the stop first. I think he got a lot of assistance from the other lineman there.
Yeah, it's so hard to maintain that discipline and focus for that game plan, especially when things start going bad. It can waterfall.
And I guess Jackson Christian just has no faith in putting the ball in the air, and they've only attempted 1 pass, and they were successful. But I don't know how you can stay with your same game plan if you're down by 3 scores.
They're going to have to air it out a little bit.
2 minutes left, and there's their second pass, second completion. and run down at the 20-yard line by R.J. Perkins. Nice open field tackle. But you would have expected something like that back when they had those fourth down calls.
Yeah. But even that, they've got to start throwing the ball downfield. I mean,
Right.
They're 21 down with, 13 and a half minutes left. They've got to make something happen.
131 and ticking. And it is still, like you said, they got to go downfield. It's 3rd down and 15. And this game is, I think it's already gotten away from Jackson Christian, and it could really get bad here in a minute. So Jackson Christian's got a good team. They put up a good fight here. Smith back to pass. Those now pattern complete to the 15 to the 20, 25, 30, 35 met by Hudson Smith at the 40. Carlos Robertson. And coach, again, why not do some of that on your other fourth down calls?
Good play design, really nice execution. Sort of a misdirection screen that ended up gaining, 25 yards?
And he's
3
of 3 from the.
Well, he did have that long one in the first quarter. Remember?
That's right, 3 or 4. Yeah, that's right. And that was a good pass there.
Yeah.
And so that's why I'm keeping score and don't know anything about football. But that was a good play by Jackson Christian. Pushes the ball to the 40, but once again in that huddle a long time.
And another really good tackle there by Hudson Smith in the open field.
And so Jackson Christian up to the 40-yard line after the nice first down pass. And jet sweep to the right, trying to get out there. Not much there. They're going to stand him up. Hudson Little will end this quarter as Landon Travis hits him first. That's going to run out the third quarter, ladies and gentlemen. And looks like Nashville Christian is going to be hosting Trinity. But we still have a quarter to go. And we're going to keep the pedal to the metal back with the score. Nashville Christian 35, Jackson Christian 14, 3 periods in the book. Back at Eagle Field, Mike McPherson with Coach John Pierce on a beautiful, cool November night in quarterfinal action is the Eagles hoping to hold on here to a 3-touchdown lead as we go to the fourth. Jackson Christian now moving left to right if you're listening on the highway. Back to pass. Here's a long pass downfield. It's overthrowing the receiver who's trying to do a flag route down the sideline, and it was a bit long.
Hey, Coach, if we can go back to that first quarter, that touchdown pass, I just was alerted that it was Hudson Smith.
Hudson Smith. Well,
that pass.
We apologize to the Smith family. We couldn't find it. I thought it was incomplete. It was a late response by the officials. So we'll recreate that. Curtis to Smith, touchdown.
Let's
Smith.
go, Hudson.
Way to go, Hudson. Good job, Hudson. And there's the crowd cheering for Hudson right now.
They heard us.
35-14. The clock frozen at 11:53. The clock crowd wanting another third down stop. Jackson Christian needs to try to survive this drive with a first down. Back to pass. And it is intercepted by Dre Gibson. He's at the 50, pushes the man down 45, down 40, 35, gets another rock 30, 25. He's slung down inside the 20. What a interception and a stiff arm by Dre Gibson. Maybe that's why they don't pass more, Coach.
Yeah,
that may have been indicative of what they've had to do. So Nashville Christian got to continue to salt this one away. Gibson is really fired up.
I'm glad to see Dre get an interception there. He's had a really good season.
Yeah.
Doesn't have a ton of interceptions, but done a really good job at that cornerback position.
And our team has maintained, even though we got a 3-touchdown lead, we acted like it was a tie game with our emotion and excitement. These guys stay hungry, and that's one reason they've been kicking people all year long. Jared Curtis back in the gun. We'll give to T.J. Ward, sweeping wide left. They got the angle on him, and they're going to push him down. He'll try to fly forward past the 15. A flag comes in there. I don't know if T.J. got a face mask or received a face mask call.
Certainly seems like he received one.
Clock paused at 11:26. I believe it's going to go against West Tennessee. And that'll give us first down and goal yardage. And when people see the score of this game, it will not be indicative of that first half.
No,
but we play 4.
Yeah. It was a great first half by Jackson Christian.
It reminds you of a basketball team playing 4 corners and staying in the game the first half, and then they just can't do it.
Yeah,
it's
a long game.
11-12, first down and goal at the 8. Curtis with T.J. Ward look to go to him again. Instead, double reverse. They're going to throw a pass wide open to Curtis in the end zone. Give him 6 from Tate Mathis. Both quarterbacks in the game. Mathis to Curtis. That's a new one, a double reverse pass. And Curtis and Mathis are losing their minds. Jared Curtis's first touchdown reception. And now Georgia may want to think about putting him at wide receiver.
He went up and got it. That was a great catch.
He did. So look for Jared to be a wideout down in Athens in the future. What a play. Griffin with the kick. It's good. And this game has been blown wide open. 42-14. What a great play.
That was a 28-second drive by our offense. Coach, it's unbelievable.
It
we
really
scored
is.
28 points in the second half, and our longest drive has been 1 minute and 16 seconds.
Unbelievable. I would not want to be the defensive coordinator on the other side when you have to face this kind of offense and the greatest team we've ever had. Now, Kyle Tidwell might say his 15 team would battle us, and I know they would give it all they had. That was a great team. 42-14. It's just incredible. And Jackson Christian has a good football team.
Yes, they do. Obviously, very disciplined, intelligent football team. Just a little overmatched today.
So we're going to finish up these last 11 minutes here, 10:56 on the clock. And, boy, this has turned around the tale of two halves. It's 28-0 in the second half. Here's a pooch kick, fielded at the 26. And he's going to lunge forward to the 35 and brought down there.
It's Jake Morris.
By Jake Morris. Nice ankle tackle there by Morris. Bringing the runner down, and Jackson Christian will try to put together a march, something they have not been able to do at all in the third quarter.
It's like a couple of subs coming in. Landon Belfort just ran in.
Looks like we'll try to get a few people in here as the game ensues. 42-14, 28-0 in the second half. And I know Jackson Christian was so excited at the half. It's been taken away. They are a fine football team. Ball straight up the middle. And what looked like was going to be a good run by Pirtle. Quickly the gap closed. And our front line is there to meet him. McClary in there. Romero, Kenny Harris. Actually, Kenny Harris was not in there. Oh, that's right. They had put in
Belfort.
Belfort, that's right. Belfort was hitting him there nicely. Landon Travis coming out of the contest.
Looks a little shaken up. Maybe he's fine.
2nd down and 9. And once again, Jackson Christian still taking their time. Of course, at this time, there's not much they can do. And maybe they want to run out this 10 minutes and get on the bus. 4 wide out to the right side. Let's see what Jackson Christian does here. Quarterback's just going to keep it. Go up the middle, a nice run, pushing it up to the 39-yard line. R.J. Perkins and Colt McClary knock him down there. Line of scrimmage to the 39. It'll be 3rd down and long. 3rd down and, well, he actually got the ball at the 39, so it's going to be 3rd and 4. So the Eagles from West Tennessee had a great year. They were 9-2 coming in after the playoff win last week. They're going to end that on a tough note against an incredible Nashville Christian team. Crowd alive for the 3rd down play. 4 to the right. Quarterback Eli Smith, really good athlete, going to hand off, and he's going to punch at the left tackle. That's Pirtle again. Good running yardage up close to the 1st down. I think he's going to be a tad short. Actually, they say he got it. So
Coach, they've got 3 receivers split out here to the right, and we have 2 defenders on them. That gives us an advantage in the box. Obviously,
we're not expecting a pass at all.
And our safety's pulled way up. It's literally 3-on-2 out here.
You would think they'd try maybe one, go upstairs, see if we can get it passes. But their coach had a great strategy coming in, and it did work for a half. In fact, it was a weird feeling in that 1st half.
Yeah.
Not having the ball, but 3 possessions, scoring on 2 of them. So 1st down, Jackson Christian. They're going to give again to Pirtle, and he will get a couple of yards in the middle, and most of the team meets him on defense there. Now Jack Martin checking back into the contest and bringing Clay Klotz with him.
Getting some guys some rest.
Javon Tidwell out after getting some good reps in there. So Jackson Christian still has not deviated from their game plan, running that clock out. And well, we've been here sometimes 3 hours. This one's going to be over in right at 2 hours. Quarterback Smith keeps it, lunges past midfield. Good run there. It's going to be 3rd and short.
Talk about R.J. Perkins. Hey, RJ's got a lot of tackles tonight. I don't know what his total is, but he's had a good game. Many tackles.
3rd down and 1. So Nashville Christian will, I'm sure, have everybody in the box as this play will ensue as we go under the 7-minute mark and 8 minutes till 9. So this has been an incredibly fast-paced game.
Sometimes it's halftime by this time.
Yeah, we've had some of those. So the crowd comes to life down below, 3rd and 1. Trying to push the Eagles to get a stop here. 6:35 and ticking. Jackson Christian with the snap. To give up the middle, breaking off tackle. Nice run by Pirtle again. Carries past midfield, past the 45, past the 40, down to the 39. And they keep their drive alive. The clock, however, is ticking against them at 6:17, down 42-14. Nashville Christian will be hosting Trinity here with a broadcast at 7 o'clock next week. And that'll be some exciting action, Coach, for the semifinals with the right to go to the state.
Yeah. The winner of that game goes to the state championship. Big game next week. Be a lot of fun.
That will be down at Lookout Mountain.
Freshman Lucas Morrison checking the game. Some game action for the freshman.
Ball to 38. And quarterback's going to keep it again. Pushes forward for a couple of yards. And looks like Romero's in there on the stop.
Colin
Was
Romero.
was that Matthew Newberry?
No, it was Romero.
Romero?
Right, yeah. And Colt McClary helps him a little bit, but really another good game for Colin Romero as well. Lots of tackles, done a nice job on that defensive front.
2nd down and 8. Clock will go under 5 minutes after this play. So the official that was hurrying this game up to get to Golden Corral is going to, he should be over there by 9:15.
It's going to be a night of crab legs and soft serve, like you can't imagine.
4:55 to go. Coach, sounds like you've been over there a few times.
There's worse places than the Golden Corral.
2nd down and 8. Line of scrimmage, the 36-yard line of Nashville Christian. Quarterback delays, then punches it off right tackle. Not much there, as he's going to be stood up.
That was Lucas Morrison.
Lucas Morrison, the freshman again.
Yeah.
Good job. It's going to create a 3rd down. They're going to give him forward progress down to about the 33. That makes it about a 3rd and 5, and we bring in, we're alternating people in and out. Newberry back in, Belfer out. So on 3rd and 5, and when this play ticks, or the clock will tick down after this play, and we'll be under 4 minutes, Coach, and rolling out of here. Incredible. Kind of hope we don't score again so we can stop at 9 o'clock. 3:58, 3rd down and 5. Here we go, Jackson Christian. 2 wide outs. I doubt if they'll go to them. Ball up the middle, and not much there as the middle of our line meets him. And that's going to be 4th down. Looks like about 4.
I just can't get over these stats. With 3.5 minutes remaining in this game, in the second half, we have had the ball for 3 minutes and 12 seconds, and we have scored 28 points.
It's mind-boggling.
It's really incredible.
If you just looked at the time of possession, you would think it's a blowout on the other side.
And we have no interception return, kickoff return. They're all offensive possessions.
We had one interception by Dre.
But it wasn't a touchdown.
But it didn't, yeah. 4th down and 4. And Jackson Christian still eating up a lot of that clock on each and every snap. So 4th down and 4. Eagles really want to get the stop here, preserve the second half shutout. And here's out pattern, it's complete. And the wide receiver is going to carry for a 1st down. And again, I'm not sure why they weren't doing that in the 3rd quarter when they twice had 4th down plays they had to have. Nice catch by Rose and a good carry for the 1st. So a couple of their pass plays have been really nice.
Yeah, and, they're running these little screen and quick screens. It's kind of like a running play, just running it out wide. I think it's been a good plays for them. I feel like they could have used those throughout the game.
I'm not sure they could have done something like that on 2. There were 2 big 4th downs in the 3rd quarter, and they ran on 3rd and long and didn't even think about a pass. But that's all for naught now as we go to 2.5 to go. And Jackson Christian trying to score right at the end to end their season. Ball once again to Pirtle, nothing there in the middle. And we're going to run that clock out as it's going to tick under 2 after this play.
Jake Morris with another tackle there. Had a few tackles here in the second half for sure.
2nd down and 9. Jackson Christian. At this rate, there's probably only 3 plays left in the contest. We're now at 155. They don't want to give it back to us at this point.
To be honest, I don't want them to give it back because I want to see us have 3:12 time of possession in the second half.
3:12 and 4 touchdowns. I've never seen anything like that.
And we only held at 5:15 in the first half.
Yep. And
that's under 9 minutes of total time we've held the ball the whole game.
And 42 points on the board. Jackson Christian's quarterback, Smith, has met at that left side of our line hard.
R.J. Perkins with a shot.
R.J. popped him there. The clock is down to 1:15. And we've got a penalty.
Does this referee know that we're trying to work on time of possession
here?
We don't want that clock to stop.
He's calling an unsportsmanlike conduct. Nashville Christian, one of the players was jumping up in the air shooting a jump shot. Not sure what that was about.
You can't shoot jump shots on the football field.
Yeah.
That's just that's an unwritten law.
I think Alabama did that last year. It's going to be a first down, and they're going to bring the perpetrator out of the game. And they are not happy.
They're not happy.
I will not mention who that is.
He's doing some up downs.
Yes, he is. He's doing some burpees over there on the sidelines.
Yeah.
And we'll let you figure out whoever it is. And 42-14. Possibly the last play of the game right here. Let's see. Jackson Christian down on our 14-yard line. Throw it into the end zone, boys. They're going to run it off left tackle. 36 seconds. They could stay in the huddle and end it. I don't know why we're not going to throw it into the end zone for one score. So here we go. They're going to, here comes the hurry-up offense with 20 seconds left. Jackson Christian, let's see if they throw it. And they're not. They're going to run it up the middle, and that's going to be the game unless they use their 3 timeouts here. Please don't. And that's going to end it. The clock will tick out mercifully, and Nashville Christian wins their quarterfinal at Keaton Field over a good Jackson Christian team, 42-14. It was an unusual first half contest, and Jackson Christian had a great game plan, but the Eagles simply took over the second half, Coach.
Yeah, really impressive second half by the Nashville Christian Eagles. Short fields, took advantage of it. And the fireworks are booming to celebrate the state semifinals next week against Trinity Christian.
So we'll be on with the broadcast. We'll be on about 6:50 with the 7 o'clock kickoff. And both teams meeting, talking, congratulating each other. And so, from Keaton Field for Coach John Pierce, this is Mike McPherson saying thank you for your time at this time. Until next time on the Eagle Broadcast Network.